These are the types of fights I love.
Really?
Every day back in Saharan, I waited for a dagger in the back. Is that civilian secretly working for the Vince? Or is she just scared because she's caught between us and them? Here, the bad guys practically have signs. It's so much easier.
Well, it is simpler, I'll give you that.
Corpses out of the mud to fight on solid ground.
Keep an eye out for more then.
Veilfire and the Fallow Mire. The Veilfire messages in the Fallow Mire are largely gibberish and imply a kind of paranoia. Certain letters and numbers repeat. It is possible the writing is in code. These Veilfire runes are interspersed with numbers and mathematical notations. They evoke a clear sense of panic, as if the author was trying to figure out a difficult problem. Apostate Widriss's journal. This thick journal is half undecipherable. The parts that can be read are spattered with ink, as if the author had written them in a hurry. There were years of notes in that book. Years. Who could have taken it or deciphered it? Did someone follow me from the circle? I bet it was Wernham or Claris. They always were jealous little busybodies. If they saw what I've done, the demons I've harnessed, they'd be green with envy. Who's afraid of spirits now, you simpering ewes? But I must have my book back. I will write down the cipher again before I forget. Again. These demons are clever. I can't have them demanding a price for decrypting my own notes. The concoctions I can make with the plants here in safe amounts will open my mind to vistas past the Fade. The demons' hint it is beyond me, because they wish to undermine me. It is so clear. It is so very clear. Staring at this set of unreadable runes conjures up strong feelings of bitterness and arrogance in equal measure. They fade slowly. Smudged drawing. On the small note, the words "not deathroot" have been underlined 3 times. There's a small illustration of a plant that looks like spindleweed with this one underneath it. Note from Scout. The paper is small and thin, meant for transportation by a messenger bird. Warn the Herald her life is in danger if she comes to the Mire. Our patrol spotted Avar 3 days ago. We didn't understand why they came down from the Frostbacks until we were captured in an ambush. Their leader said they came because they heard the Inquisition was in the area. They want to lure out and kill the Herald of Andraste to win favor with their gods. I escaped, but I can't free the others without help. I found a good camping spot for a rescue party. We'll tend my wounds before heading off.
No sign of the Avar who want to challenge me. Or the Inquisition soldiers.
I hope the Avar haven't gotten bored with the hostages and that they understand how hostages work.
The Daughters of Song. Wine, music, poetry, and the wanton and frenzied indulgence of carnal fancies. These things characterize the hedonistic cult known as the Daughters of Song. Calling them an order of the faithful lends them a legitimacy they do not deserve. The daughters and sons, though they saw themselves also as daughters, celebrated Andraste's holy union with the Maker in almost every way imaginable. And it was only the holy union they venerated. Andraste's life, her war, her teachings, and her sacrifice were blithely ignored. At its height, the Daughters of Song numbered in the thousands. They maintained a stronghold in the village called Fireley, in the fields of Gislaine. Fireley saw a yearly event during which the Daughters of Song paraded craven images of the Maker's glory through the square. The Daughters of Song were wiped out by the righteous forces of Emperor Jokan during his campaigns to unite all of Orlais. When the Emperor's forces sacked the village, the daughters would not arm themselves and were either killed or captured. The village was destroyed and the cult never recovered.
So, you're Herald of Andraste. My kin want you dead, Lowlander, but it's not my job. No fears from me.
Why aren't you with the other Avar?
Trying to figure out this hole in the world. Never seen anything like it's like. They spit out angry spirits. Endless. What the sky's trying to tell us? I don't know.
They're caused by the breach in the sky. It was some kind of magic gone wrong.
I know that, Lowlander. I'm talking about the Lady of the Skies. Do you not know her? Can't you see the warning she writes through the bird flocks in the air?
You use the patterns of flocking birds as an augury, then?
We don't use them. They're sent. You see it, or you don't.
The other Avar kidnapped an Inquisition patrol. Are they all right?
A few were injured in the skirmish, but they were alive. Last I saw them. Someone's trained them well. They killed more of us than I thought they would.
I thought the Avar wanted to fight me.
Our chieftain's son wants to fight you. I'm called in when the dead pile up. Rites to the gods, mending for the bleeding, a dagger for the dying. That's what I do. I don't pick up a blade for a whelp's trophy hunt.
Farewell, then.
Watch the water. Aye?
Farewell, then.
Watch the water.
I hate fighting in mud. Put any muscle on a swing and you'll slide all over the place.
Note found at Dyer campsite. Uncle, I was hiding supplies above the rocks when I heard voices from the windmill to the west. It was the horned men again. There's more of them now. I have to see if anyone is still left alive in the village. I'm sorry, but I swear I will be careful, Lewis. Granite Point. Some statues in the Fallow Mire are of Ava origin. It amused Ban Hargrave to bring them back from her conquests in the hills and plant them outside her home, the way a gardener might transplant flowers. The band entertained visiting nobles by giving tours of the statues, regaling her guests with dark tales of Avar superstitions, which she mostly made up on the spot.
Oh, quite a smell.
These people never had a chance.
These particular Veilfire runes are completely impenetrable, but staring at them brings about the mental image of some kind of plant, and the impression that it's somehow important, then it fades. The stench of wet fur is so strong it almost masks the pungent odors of the mire. Almost.
dispatch for you. Have time. Yes, sir.
There's an elven artifact nearby. That should help ward off demons.
You've killed lots of my countrymen, I take it.
Sure, usually when I'm being paid for it.
What? Never just for fun.
I'm here, aren't I? Man's gotta take his fun where he can find it.
The lost city of Barandur. On the 15th day of my journey across the Devinter Imperium, our caravan reached a great rolling plain. Swaying grass hid flocks of birds so vast that when they took flight, their numbers blocked the sun. Thus, our guide informed us was the great city of Barandur, wonder of the ancient world, famed for its fountains, which were said to grant eternal youth. Legend has it that during the celebration of the winter solstice, Caranatus, High King of Barandur, turned away an envoy from the High Priest of Jumad. The priest called upon his god to punish Caranatus for the offense, and the dragon god of silence answered him. Months passed. The kingdom of Barandur fell silent. In distant Minrathus, the priests of Razakale dreamed of dark omens. Their oracles declared that a dire fate had befallen King Caranatus. Finally, the fearful High King of Minrathous sent a company of soldiers to Barandur. The men reported that the road which led across the northern plains ended abruptly. They walked for leagues over barren, empty rock where the kingdom of Barandur had once been, all of it swept from the face of the world by the hand of a god. Not a single stone of Barandur remains, and nothing of the once powerful city has ever been found, a secret now that can never be told. Waterlogged diary. A diary found in the Fallow Mire. One water-soaked entry dated 10 days ago is still legible. Damned roof leaks, and I've been eating boiled roots for a week. I'm squatting in a bog no one's so much as spit in for 10 years. Still better than the alienage, thinking Droste. That's the last time I visited the city in a while. I'm worried about the gardeners. They weren't sick when I left, and now they're all down with a fever, and their little boy is at death's door. Nigel Marsh said we should lock them in their home, the Sour Codger. Maybe I can bring them something to help. Is it death fruit that cures a fever, or elf root? It can't be death root, can it? Ask Ira which is right.
have a path free of corpses back to the shore.
Can't wait to use it.
These unreadable runes evoke for a moment a sudden and overpowering feeling of smug and vengeful triumph, as though a difficult problem has been solved. There's the image of a bottled elixir, then it fades. A cipher written in the last pages of Apostate Witch's journal corresponds to the Veilfire writing found in the Fallow Mire. The deciphered messages or notes that, when taken together, form instructions on how to concoct a particularly dangerous poison. Sturdy windmill appears old but well kept.
why Kunari warriors spend half their time running around bare-chested.
Thought you'd appreciate that.
It's stupid. They should wear armor.
You see a member of the Barasad in full armor, you run, because it's war.
They should wear armor all the time.
Then they'd have to invade everyone. You're so bloodthirsty.
Back me up! More undead!
Too many of them! Let's get to the castle!
Get to the castle!
Hargrave Keep. In 652 Storm, Ban Hargrave's knights helped drive Avar invaders from Ferelden's lowlands. When the king asked Hargrave to pursue the retreating tribes, she refused, demanding funds to build the keep. Caught between fractured court, Hargrave's knights, and impending famine, the king reluctantly granted her a large parcel of land to the south. After defeating the Avar, regrouping in the Boglands, the band built her castle. As the famine grew worse, the wisdom behind her choice of the location became clear. Hargrave Keep ate well, dining on a steady supply of fish and game while the farmlands starved. Hargrave's line died out fighting Orlesian invaders in the Blessed Age. Only the village at the base of the keep remains inhabited, as the keep has fallen into disrepair.